Hi everybody, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Rhoda. Today I'm testing out some more new makeup. Somebody get me off the Sephora app. Just kidding, that'll never happen. Today we are testing out the new Makeup Forever Skin Boost Skin Tint. I love me a skin tint. I also picked up their new lip glosses, their plumping lip glosses. So we'll see what happens with those. I also picked up two shades of the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch bronzer. They're contours, but depending on the shade, I think they could be a bronzer too. We will find out. That's why I got two shades because I wasn't really sure. And I also picked up a liquid eyeshadow from Armani. Can't wait to test all of these out, so let's get started. The sun goes in, the sun goes out, the sun goes in, the sun goes out. Make up your mind, please. I do film in natural light, and sometimes that lighting can be unpredictable depending on the weather outside, whether the sun's coming out to play or not coming out to play. So it might not be as consistent as I'd like, but I would rather film in natural light. There goes the sun. Because I think it's the best representation of a product, especially when you're testing out makeup. It's really, really great to see it in natural sunlight. Sun's back. Sun's back. All right, I already have my brows done. I used the Benefit Mighty Fine Brow Pen in 3.5 and the Diorshow Brow Styler in medium brown. And I have color corrected my under eyes and my lids with the new KOSAS color corrector in the shade Illusion. And for concealer, the concealer in rotation right now, if you know, you know, is the YSL All Hours in the shade LN4. I did set my eyelids and my under eyes with the KOSAS Cloud Set in the shade Feathery. That's all I have on my face today. As always, when I test a new skin tint or foundation, I only prime one half of my face so I can see if it affects it at all or if it's even necessary. Today I'm going to use my trusty handy dandy Tom Ford Soft Matte Primer, and I'm going to apply it to this side of my face only. Let's get this on, and while this settles, after I apply it, I want to start with the Armani Liquid Eyeshadow. I'm really, really excited to try that. I only got one shade. I have tried this before. I ordered it, I can't remember, it was late last year, and I got a shade that was very, very, way too close to my skin tone, and you could barely see it. So I returned it and said I was going to try out new shades, and I never actually did, but took the opportunity to do that now. They've been sold out, actually, the shades that I was interested in. The primer is on, and I'm gonna let it settle, and let's take a look at this new liquid shadow. Typical Armani packaging, and I picked up the shade Cashew 22M. Comes with a slanted doe foot applicator, and this shade is looking right up my alley. Let me quickly swatch it. Here is the shade Cashew. Just want to spread it out a little and see. Like, it's dried down already, so that's telling me that I don't have too much playtime. I can't remember when I tried the original shade that I had picked up. Can't remember. Anyway, we'll find out today. Just in case, I have my brush ready right here with me. This is the Refer 01, and I'm just going to apply this straight to my eyelid. I don't know if I should use my finger. I think I'll apply with my finger on one side and a brush on the other. Let's start with the finger. I just applied a little bit. It's spreading out very nicely. Oh, this is a beautiful, like a neutral brown shade, perfect for every day. Just gives a little bit of something something on the lid. Not too dark, not too light. I think I want to add a little bit more. It's not too warm and it's not too cool either. Quite neutral, because cool shades can look gray on me. This doesn't look gray, but it doesn't look too warm either. Let's try on this eye, and I'm applying a little bit more than I did initially on the other eye. And on this eye, I'm going to try it with my Refer 01 brush. So it easily applied with my finger, but some people don't like applying any kind of makeup with their finger, right? So I just wanted to see how a brush worked. And I'm able to kind of diffuse the edges a little bit more quickly and easily with a brush. So you can apply with either, whatever you prefer, but at the end of it all kind of looks the same. Pretty, it's subtle because this shade is maybe just a couple of shades darker than my skin tone. Mind you, I don't have any other makeup on, and that really can affect how an eyeshadow looks. Ever done your eyes first before any other makeup is applied and you look scary and weird, and then once everything else is done, you love it? That's exactly what the case is here. Let's see what this looks like at the end when we're all said and done. Just gonna wipe off that swatch that we did. Have you guys ever used the Costco Kirkland brand wipes? They're so good. They're so good. I added some mascara just to finish off the eyes. I used the new Gucci mascara, the one in the black bottle. I love it. As you can see, I have lashes, and that excites me very much. And speaking of lashes, I was in the 10 times mirror this morning. I don't know, I like to traumatize myself on the daily. I was just inspecting the face, okay? And you know what I noticed? Three little baby hairs growing right in the inner corner of my eye. Okay, right building, wrong floor. All right, I would love for those to shift on over to where the lashes should be, not in the inner corner. Okay, how am I supposed to even get rid of those? The joys. Okay, let's move on to the skin tint. What a very interesting bottle, would you not say? I got shade 05. I hope it's not too dark for me. It was another situation where online was so hard to choose a shade. So fingers crossed it'll work. So let me show you this bottle. On the end here, we have like an accordion-like pump, and on the dispenser side, it's a very like precise tip. And I'm going to press on this little accordion. That's what I'm going to call it. And oh, there we go. There we go. So a very little amount comes out with each accordion pump. Okay, so let's see. Well, I don't know. Maybe it'll be okay. This actually might work. What are the claims and what are we looking for today? This claims to be very hydrating, smoothing, plumping. It has a buildable sheer to medium coverage. So they say if you just want a sheer coverage, just one little accordion pump, okay? And if you want more, just to build in the areas that you need. It's got a radiant, healthy skin-like finish. Let's hope it's not sticky because that's a big no-no in this house. It's supposed to be very comfortable on the skin and have a non-oily feel. It also has hyaluronic acid in it and polyglutamic acid. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but apparently polyglutamic acid is derived from soybeans, but it's got both of those humectant acids in here. And it also has grapefruit extract. And now I'm craving grapefruit. They do recommend applying with your fingers, so I am going to do that on one side of my face, the non-primed side, and then see how I feel about it. And then on the other side, I'll either use a sponge or a brush. We'll see. We'll see what happens on this side of my face. So I'm going to do one pump, as they said. Okay, this is very medical device looking. A little bit more kind of dripped out there, but this is the amount that we're working with. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to take my finger, apply it to this side of my face. I'm not sure how I feel about this dispenser, okay? It's not that I dislike it, it's just weird. It's weird. It's weird. Let's get some, okay, there we go. You got to push hard. So this is what, I'm going to spread this out. I need a little bit more here. Apply it all over my face and then start spreading it out. Feels really great, almost like skincare. And yes, it's a sheer coverage right now, but it looks really nice. And I don't typically mind applying with my fingers at all, but let me get a little bit more. Some people do. And that's why I want to test it out in different ways, so you can decide for yourself. This is very sheer, okay? It's very sheer. Feels like a gel type formula. And as they say, it is non-oily. The shade, by the way, is great. It's great. I was really worried that I was gonna have another issue with a too dark of a foundation, but this isn't a foundation. This is a skin tint, which they tend to be a little bit more forgiving with the shade range. So it hasn't really covered anything, but it does claim that you can go back in, do one first initial layer, go back in and build up in the areas that you need to. This whole area right here, I would like to be covered, but it looks extremely natural. Extremely natural. That's because it's such a sheer coverage, but still, it's undetectable on the skin. And I'm going to go back in and build up now. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of those little like pushy syringe things when your kids are babies and you need to give them medicine and it's liquid and you got to like put it in the back of their mouth and you got to like squish it in. That's what that reminds me of. Not good memories. Anyway, let's start to build. Well, you can build this. Is it a medium coverage? Pushing the edge of medium. Pushing the edge of medium. Let me try a little bit more product. All right, that looks super nice. It's not a medium coverage. Like I said, it's like pushing on the edge of medium. I can see my spots coming through. However, the finish on this, not dried down yet. I just applied, and I applied 2 additional layers on the area where I wanted to build up the coverage, but it has like smoothed everything out. Very, very lightweight, comfortable. Is it plumping as it claims to be? I mean, it looks healthy, sure, definitely very natural, extremely lightweight, extremely lightweight. I'm going to give this a second to dry down. Hopefully it does dry down. But overall, for what it is, a skin tint, okay, we're not looking for full coverage here. This is what it is, a skin tint. And it has evened out, for the most part, my skin. And it mostly just feels really, really good. Almost has a cooling sensation. Like nothing crazy, but a cooling sensation. Very, very nice. Very nice. I like the way it feels. For this side of my face, I'm just taking whatever was left from that last pump that we did, and I'm going to apply some to this side of the face. I'm going to need a little bit more. Okay, I need you guys to see how hard it is to pump this, okay? Do I not have strength? See, and then you push down and then a lot comes out. So yes, they're saying you could be very, very precise with the amount that you dispense from this, but either you're not pumping hard enough or it's too hard. So I find it very hard to control. Okay, so let's get a little bit on this side of my face, and I think I will try a brush just to see what the difference is. And I'm applying more than I did on my initial application on this side, now that I know that for my preferences, I do need more than one sheer layer of this to get anywhere near the kind of coverage that I'm looking for. But remember that you do have the option with this to be very, very light with it and to build it up. BK Beauty 101. And let's start getting this on this side of the face. Okay, with a brush is a very different experience. I did apply more initially than I did on this side of the face. Also, this is the side with the primer. I don't know if that's affecting it at all, meaning the way that the product glides on, because that Tom Ford primer really leaves a very smooth base to work with. Maybe it's gripping onto it. So on this side of the face, I applied more initially, and I'm getting a better coverage for the first layer. And now I'm going to go in and try and build up on the areas where I need, especially right here where I have a lot of dark spots, all that stuff that I don't want to show. So let's go in with a little bit more, whatever's on the back of my hand from that pump that I showed you, and try to build in this area here and see what happens. Much better. Okay, I prefer a brush with this. I do prefer a brush with this, but also it could have been the amount of product that was applied on this side too. I think I'm going to try and pump out like one more. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Let's go. Let's go. let's officially call that I don't like this packaging, okay? I want to build up over here where I want to build using a brush. Even though they recommend using your fingers, I think it's easier, faster, and you can build to the coverage that you want much more quickly, much more efficiently with a brush. It's my opinion. Just making sure everything's all nice and even on both sides. And let's see what we're looking like. Lighter end of medium coverage after building up looks beautiful. Okay, I will tell you that much. It looks very, very nice, undetectable, very, very hydrating, cooling feeling, very natural looking, lightweight. Is it sticky? It's still a little sticky. I'm going to give it a second, okay? I'm going to give it a second. A little bit of sticky, not a crazy amount of sticky, a little bit of sticky. Normally, when I'm testing out a new foundation or skin tint, I won't add any blush or bronzer or anything like that, just so I can see how it works throughout the day. But today is a special day because I have 2 shades of the new Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Contours. And I got 2 of the lightest shades because I don't like too dark of a bronzer or contour, whatever these end up being. There's some confusion, okay? I got Gentle and Mellow. At the top here, we have Gentle, which is cooler than Mellow. Mellow is more neutral, maybe a little bit warmer. Let's start with Gentle. I'll do Gentle on this side. And you're supposed to put, should I do this directly to the face? Should I dare? You know what? Let's do it. I want to see. I want to see. So you're supposed to put 2 dots on your temples, 2 dots over here, and 2 dots there. Okay, let's see. BK Beauty 109 brush, and let's start blending this out. Their blushes are very, very pigmented. Let's see how pigmented these are. When I use those Rare Beauty liquid blushes, if I didn't blend out right away, and I mean right away, I'd get like that stain on my cheeks. And so they're way too pigmented for my liking, but these are blending out like a dream and not leaving any of those dot stains behind. These are very like gel-like, they're reminding me kind of the Mario liquid, but they're a little bit more pigmented, not as sheer as those, but not too pigmented either. This is very nice. This is very, very nice. A little bit too cool for me, maybe, but it is a contour. So this is definitely a contour shade. Very nice. Not as intimidating as I imagine them to be based on my experience with the blushes, but they are not the same product, are they? Actually, I think I can add a little bit more on this cheek. Oh, no. Careful. All right, that was too much. Okay, so now we know 2 dots is enough for me. Now I look like I played in mud. Note to self, I'm making the mistakes so you don't have to. Stick to 2 dots, okay? Stick to 2 dots. That's all you need. That's all you need. And this shade, I don't know if that would happen with the other shade that I picked up, but this shade for me, if you do more than 2 dots, it just starts looking a little bit muddy. Not the worst, but still, I don't, no. I don't like this, so I'm going to take it off, reapply, reapply the Makeup Forever Skin Boost, and then try again with just 2 dots, and then I'll come back and I will try the other shade. That's better. That's all fixed. So we're going to go on this side of the face with the shade called Mellow. By the way, cutest packaging. Love the Rare Beauty packaging. Let's get Mellow on this side. Dot, 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 dot. I cleaned off my brush and let's begin with this one on this side. This one is a little bit warmer, but not too warm. This one is much more gray, has a gray cast to it, much more contoury. And this one, although it's not bronzy, it's not a bronzy shade, it's a little less harsh, a little less gray leaning, which I prefer. I'm preferring right off the bat because this is one that I could use and prefer to use to do like a bronzer situation. I do have to say these are very, very easily spreadable, very, very easily manipulated. They do not give you a hard time spreading out. Very easy to use. Very, very nice formula. Very nice formula. Mellow on the side. Okay. A little less contoury, but not bronzy. But you could bronzer with it. And this side is the gentle side and much more gray, much more contoury shade. Yeah, I think I prefer the mellow side versus the gentle side for my skin tone and what I prefer. But neither are horrible. They're just a little bit different. And just keep in mind that 2 dots is enough, okay? As easy as it is to work with, you do not need to over apply this because then you can run into issues, maybe like I did. Let's check back in with the skin tint. Okay, so it's a skin tint, right? It is hydrating and very, very skincare-like. And although it hasn't dried down completely, it does have a slight tack to it. It does. It's not anything that concerns me. And I am a like tack hater. I do not love that. I hate the feeling of it. I hate when my hair sticks to my face, and typically those don't last very, very long. But this one, although there is a tack, it's not anything that bothers me. It's very, 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 very little. All right, let's move on to trying the lip gloss. Is Makeup Forever rebranding, or this packaging is very, very different than their typical packaging? I do like it. It's kind of retro. It's kind of retro looking, but let's take a look at these glosses. I picked up 2 shades, Juicy Peach and Wherever Walnut. I'll quickly swatch them for you. This is Wherever Walnut and this is Juicy Peach. They look great. These have hyaluronic acid in them. They're cooling, plumping, juicy, and comfortable. I just want to show you the applicator. It's got a little bit of an angled doe foot applicator. I'm going to start with Juicy Peach. I'm not using any lip liner. When I test out glosses, I don't like to use liners because it changes everything. It really does. And I want to see if these bleed. I want to see if they stay put. I want to see what they do without being affected. This is on the thicker side, formula-wise. Like it's not very liquidy at all. These are plumping, right? But it says comfortable. So what am I feeling? What am I feeling? What are my senses telling me right now? It smells weird. It tastes weird. Okay, it tastes weird. It does. This nose does not work very well, okay? Hence why I have a hard time with fragrance. Is it because I'm tasting it or is it because I'm smelling it? There's something I don't particularly enjoy right now. It is cooling. I guess that's the plumping effect, but it's not painful. It's not spicy, but it's cooling. But this taste and the initial like waft, is that a word? It's supposed to be high shine and moisturizing and everything. It does feel moisturizing. It's not, oh, am I getting the lines? Okay, that initial fragrance and taste is gone now. So it's only right at the beginning and it's gone, but I didn't like it, okay? Didn't enjoy at all. 0 out of 10. It's shiny. It's a lip gloss. I cannot be wowed by lip glosses. What is wrong with me? It's okay. It's okay. Do I have the highest shine ever? Does it feel nice? Sure. Does it feel moisturizing? Sure it does. Okay, I'm getting stickiness. I'm getting the sticky line thing. I'm getting the sticky line thing. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Is it plumping? Oh my God. I don't like this. Is it plumping? A little bit. A little bit. I prefer the Lawless Forget the Filler. 100%. 1000% over this. Let's try Wherever Walnut and see. I mean, this is just for shade at this point, okay? Oh, I do like this shade. Okay, okay. I'm not tasting and smelling as much as I did with the peach. Maybe I'm used to it at this point since I've already experienced that. But I love this shade though. Son, I love you. Please stop messing with my video. I'm in love with this shade. I really am. Am I getting, oh yeah, okay, I'm getting the strings. Damn it. Oh no. Do you see the strings? Can you see them? Oh no. This is unfortunate. Okay, let's download. Okay, let's do a quick overview of everything I tried today. This gloss is bothering my lips. I can feel it sticking on the sides. Aside from that, we'll get to that. I'm going to start with the Super Boost Skin Tint. My skin looks beautiful. It looks even. This is like very much an everyday type of skin tint where I'm not worried about covering everything. It's like the slightest tack that doesn't bother me. So that's saying something about its finish. Longevity wise, I'm way too late in the day today to do a full day wear test in natural daylight. So what I will do is I will definitely pin a comment and let you know how it wore. I don't imagine that I will have any issues with this. Like there's no chance this is gonna clump or break or anything like that, just based on the way that it went on. This is more of a longevity thing that I'm going to look into for the rest of the day. The bottle, okay, that is an issue for me. As much as I love how it's looking right now, I don't like this squeezy tube. Yes, it's different. Yes, it's new. Yes, we haven't seen this before. But is it a pain in the butt? 100% it's a pain in the butt. Am I not using it correctly? Am I not pressing hard enough? I don't know. There's a learning curve to this. There is. But if that doesn't bother you, so far, so good. Let's move on to the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch contours. These are very, very nice. They are not intimidating, not like the blushes. I know the blushes are very, very popular. Okay, a lot of people love them. I think I'm in the minority when I say they're not for me, but I did have my apprehensions prior to trying these. But these are extremely, extremely easy to use. I enjoyed the Mellow shade, the less contoury shade. It's not a bronzer, okay, but it's more neutral. The gentle shade is more on the gray side, which is what you would expect from a contour. Okay, but both very, very nice. I prefer this one. Easy to use, easy to blend in, but don't over apply it. Don't over apply it. Even though it's easy to blend in, if you put too much, then you end up with too much of a muddy mess. So less is more, but don't be afraid of it. It's very, very blendable, very, very easily manipulated into the skin to get to the desired effect that you want. I am so, so sad about these. Okay, so, so sad. Not necessarily the Juicy Peach shade because that didn't blow my socks off. Forget about that, okay? The shade Wherever Walnut, I love so much. And it looks nice on the lips. I can't with the initial taste and smell of these. That's number one. It's so thick that it does the stringy thing on the mouth. It's cooling, slightly plumping. That's all I can say about it. Cooling, but not spicy, not uncomfortable on the lips at all. I love this shade and I'm so sad that I can't wear it because honestly, I can't, the formula of it is not for me. Not for me. I don't like it. You know what else I wanted to show you? The back of this packaging. Do you see this label here is very, very much not centered. Am I being picky? Am I being picky? I don't like that. I want my label to be centered properly, not almost falling off the edge of the packaging. Am I alone in this? Am I alone in this? Do you see what I'm talking about? It bothers me. When I spend money on a product, it should be perfect. Is that too much to ask? Oh, I almost forgot the liquid eyeshadow from Armani. This is in Cashew. I think I mentioned that. Now I want cashews. I love this. I love this. I love this shade. Just a little bit darker maybe 2 shades darker than my skin tone. Not too warm, not too cool, doesn't look gray on me. And I'm loving this. I love it. Spread out so, so nicely and dries down and hasn't creased or anything like that. I love this. Love, love, love this. Well, that was fun and interesting. Always love trying out new products for you and for me, but to let you know what you're getting before you buy. This skin tint really actually does look really, really nice on the skin. I really hope you found this helpful. As always, thank you so, so much for watching. Please do consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.